Buona giornata and welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you are new here. So today we are going to be playing with the Artist Couture palette. This is the Midnight Maven. It is limited edition. I picked it up at Sephora. Actually picked it up before like all the Norvina palettes and all that stuff came out, but we're gonna play with this, a little bit of Pat McGrath, and just kind of chill and do some eyeshadow. So if you guys are interested in that, let's go ahead and get into this. Look at the stunning shades of this palette. All right. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's jump in. So this is what she looks like. Not gonna lie, since I already bought like I've had, you know, palette overload as far as like trying out new palettes, so I'm kind of excited that there's only 6, 2, 4, 6, there's 8 shades. Okay, I can count. It's Monday, guys. All right, so we're gonna go in with Frisky to start with right here. It does have a really nice little mirror. Like, I like the size of this palette. It's like, it's not too small, but it's not, you know, it's not chunky either. I'm not gonna say the whole, we're just gonna pop this into the crease. I was about to say like the whole like, it's perfect for travel. And I'm like, stop saying that. You sound like, you know, like 27 dresses where it's just like the bridesmaids dresses where you're just like, you can shorten it, wear it again. Like, that's how I feel whenever I'm just like, this is a good travel palette. I don't travel anywhere, you know? But it is a nice palette. More so I just think of like, I can fit this in the drawer in my bathroom, which is where like palettes go that I can actually get ready with. And then in my beauty room is where I keep like everything else. So this will fit nicely in a drawer that I can close. My husband's been getting really mad lately. He's like, you have so much makeup packed in there. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, and then I'm going to just take Quickie, which is this shade right here, and just kind of go into the brow with that. So not a lot. You can pick up a lot of product. They are a little powdery. And then again with this one, I feel like almost every palette now we're seeing pigments just because we want that like intense color, but at the same time, like my eyes were stained all weekend. Like I looked like I was wearing makeup the whole time. Not in the best way, but at the same time we didn't, well, no, we went out. I left the house this weekend. I went out for some Filipino food, which I adore Filipino food. But the place we found wasn't the best, you know, but it's still good, but wasn't my favorite. So I'm really liking the browns of this palette so far. So we are going to take Rebel, which is the deep brown, and I'm going to use that to place in the outer V and take it into the crease just to deepen it up a little bit. But so I already filmed my new makeup releases for this week, but I was thinking about like Lunar Beauty put out their Halloween palette, like with their like the reveal of their Halloween palette, and I don't understand why more companies don't put anything out for it. I love Halloween. I feel like we could have so much fun with like different palette ideas and makeup looks for Halloween. I don't understand. Like, even a comment in my last video was like, I hope ColourPop comes out with a Halloween palette, and I'm like, I don't think they ever have. Even though ColourPop comes out with a new collection every week, I'm like, I don't think I've ever remembered seeing a Halloween one. But I really like, Kylie always usually comes out with one, so I end up buying at least like 1 or 2, but I don't love her eyeshadow formula, and I don't know, like, I haven't bought anything from Lunar Beauty in a long time. I definitely don't, you know, you guys know I don't believe in like cancel culture, but at the same time, like, I did stay away from, you know, I was like, I'm not gonna get involved in all this stuff. But this palette looks really, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I love the packaging of the palette. It's one of those, like, almost like the Lion King one where I was just like, I just need it for the packaging. The colors inside, I love the names that he picked, but, you know, it was a whole palette, like, themed off of, like, witches and stuff like that, and, like, I love that. I hate Hocus Pocus, though. Like, I don't know how everyone's always just like, I loved Hocus Pocus, and I'm like, that was the worst. Like, I found it, I think I was pretty scared of it when I was a kid. I did not like that one at all. But yet I watched Buffy when I was really little, so I love that more. All right, so we are gonna dip into Rendezvous. This blue right here, just because I generally do a lot of more of like pinkish looks. So I kind of want to do something different and then maybe use like the Pat McGrath. I kind of want to dip into that and see if we can change it up a little bit, but I feel like a lot of pinks and purples have been coming out, so more so just wanting to use something a little bit different. I'm getting great like pigmentation, and it is very opaque. It's not like getting everywhere, which I really like. All right, I'm just gonna fix the edges with my Sonia G brush. Ooh, that's really pretty though. I don't even know if we need to get it wet, but we're here, we might as well. But yeah, what was your guys' favorite like Halloween movie? I don't feel like I had a Halloween movie. I did watch, was it Casper a lot? But like there's not really a Halloween stuff I like. I'm getting back into American Horror Story came back, and I don't really like this season. I'm like, I don't like it when it's murderers. I like creepy stuff. I like all kinds of spiritual, like that kind of scary. I do not like it when it's just about like someone killing people. I don't like it. So this American Horror Story I am not that into so far, but we will keep watching. All right, I think it intensified it a little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little. Okay, so now that this is all done, I really like the tones he picked. Like there's something about a nice rich brown that just I love. So we are going to, there's not really a lot of lighter tones in the palette, and what I kind of want to do is grab this Pat McGrath quad and see, like, let's just pop the blue because I'm dying to use this again. So we're gonna pop this color just a little bit, just because I feel like these always work best as toppers. And I kind of want to just add some lightness to it, you know, like I don't need it to be too smoky. Mostly I just want to use this. But oh, it's so pretty. So see how that already, hopefully you guys can tell, like it just adds in a little bit more. And this is why I love these Pat McGrath shades. Like I usually will only use them mostly for toppers, but they're like the toppers that are most worth it. Like I don't even know how to explain, because I was thinking about getting this Midnight Maven palette or the Dominique Cosmetics one, and I didn't get that one because I didn't like the fact that it had a lot of toppers in it. But the Pat McGrath ones, they're just something different. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some liner and maybe some lashes. I don't know. But you guys can see I really didn't have any fallout, even though they were pigments. Like they're a little bit powdery in the pan, but you really don't need to like dig in there. You guys can kind of see like there's a little bit of kick up, but nothing on my face, so yay. All right, I'm gonna use Fresh in the waterline from LA Girl. I kind of wanted a different blue, but this is what I found. So I just wanted something a little bit different just to kind of make that blue pop. So this is more of like a minty type color, but I absolutely love this. I had to find it on Amazon. All right, so let's go in with this shade again right here, which is a Rebel. We're just gonna use that to smoke along the lower lash line. Probably end up using one more shade. But are you guys excited for like the Shane Dawson series coming out? And to be honest, I really love Shane, but at the same time, I'm just like, I like Jeffree Star. I have Jeffree Star's makeup, but I'm also really tired of hearing about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of like, oh gosh, like this is, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I wish he had picked a different topic, to be honest. Like, it's like a car crash you can't help but watch, but at the same time, I'm just really tired of all the drama with bigger influencers, and you know, I'd rather show support for smaller ones than continuously go back to the bigger ones. All right, and then I'm gonna grab Frisky again, which is this one, and I'm just gonna smoke it out. I like this palette because it's small, so you really don't have like, it's like an easy palette where you're just kind of like, okay, I have my two shimmers. You can't, you know, there's not like a ton of looks you can create, but I really like the neutrals in here to where I'm like, even if I just want to throw a color in the crease, I could just grab this palette. So, yeah, the Kristen Dominique one was a little bit more expensive because it has more shades, and I just didn't, I don't know, like, I really only have her Lemonade palette, which wasn't the best impression. So I decided to go with this one. Mostly though, it looked gorgeous. It was just more of the fact that people were like, oh, like most of the shimmers are toppers, and I just am not a huge topper fan. So that's kind of why I decided to go with this one, because I was like, I don't think I need both. Like, they're pretty similar in tone. Not that I need it either. Okay, so for this inner corner, I think I'm going to grab the Artist Couture. This is one of the loose ones, and this one is in Mermaid Fantasy. So hopefully it looks good. I have not gotten a lot of use out of loose highlighting powders for sure. Like, I don't know why I got these, but they're gorgeous. I just forget about them, and they're a little bit messy. But oh, that's a pretty shade for there. Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. We're gonna try this Fenty Halo At Me highlighter again. I haven't used it since I got it last week. I've used it one more time, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if it's just I need to like dig into the pan a little bit more. But you guys kind of saw my first impressions. I just wish it was a little bit more intense. Even though I sprayed my cheeks, like you don't really get a whole lot of payoff. And it's still really pretty. I still really like it, but I wish it was just a little bit more intense. Like, I don't feel like it's building the way I want it to build. Especially for this look, like I want it to be a little bit more. So I might layer on a different highlighter. Probably not the Mermaid Fantasy, because I feel like that's going to be too much. But lastly, I want to go into this Artist Couture gloss. You know, Artist Couture has some really good products. Like, I really like this gloss a lot. This is in the shade Climax. The one thing I don't love is the applicator is very bendy, you know? So I'm just going to put that in the center. Like, I have to, like, throw some hair over the shoulder. I didn't wear the shirt that matched nicely for no reason. I don't know why I spend time on, like, the outfits parts. I don't know, because you never see what I'm wearing. I should just be naked all the time. Like, you never see what shirt I spend time finding. Anyways, here are the swatches of the palette. So you get 8 shades. It's $29. It is limited edition. I always make sure that if I'm interested in a palette and I know that they sell it at like Sephora, I would rather buy it at like Sephora or Ulta just in case I need to exchange it or I'm not really sure. Whereas usually like smaller companies like Artist Couture, Dominique Cosmetics, like if you get it from the website, you can't take it back if something, you know, if you don't like it. So I actually really like this palette. Like I said, I kind of, you know, I probably wouldn't have got it considering I got all these other palettes, but since I got it first, I'm actually pretty happy with it though. Like, I really like the eye look it came out with. It's not a hard palette to like think about. So if you're, you know, not that into eyeshadow looks or you always get confused about what to do, it's kind of like, this is very laid out for you to put these colors together. You know what I mean? It's pretty easy to do that. So you could really go in with the neutrals and then at night pop on a sparkly shade. Like, they worked really well. I have no complaints about like the formula of any of this. Every single palette, I'm always just like, if you could just put an inner corner highlight, that would be great, so that it makes it like done in one. But it is really nice. It's a nice little quality palette, and I'm not mad about it. I can't wait for Artist Couture to come out with more things and see what it is. But yeah, that is it. I did end up going in with Iced Milk Flex Highlighter because I just need a little bit more impact. I don't know what's going on with the Fenty, if it's like, I don't know. I love the color of it, but I almost feel like it has a hard pan on top. Let me know if you guys have it, but I almost feel like scraping off the top layer, but I also, that makes me want to cry. So that is it for me. Hopefully this was like just quick, easy little video. But yeah, I'm not recommending to you guys to go out and buy every little palette that you guys see or all the big palettes that you've seen lately. Just go off of what you would actually wear, you know what I mean? What you're gonna get the most use out of, but I don't want you guys to think I'm just like vomiting, like, go buy this, go buy that, go buy that. I'm saying, if it looked interesting to you, then it is a good palette, you know what I mean? So, that is it for me. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.